ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. My name is Fizz. We are back with more Genesis Part 2 trailers and information and stuff and breakdown. It is 3 o'clock in the morning almost. I'm making this. I have no idea when this video will go out, but we are going over some more concept art and some more information that they have shared, and let's just jump right into it. First up is these biome concept. Now we've kind of seen a little bit here and there of actually this this kind of concept, and what I've taken from it from Zane and the people talking about it, that this is going to be another one of the easier areas for say. They kind of quoted on that because this is a trench that they were talking about. So this is going to be some sort of technology trench in there. They didn't really say anything about what's going to be in there, but they were hinting that going down there, you will be going down there for something, and it will be a little bit more difficult than for say doing other things. And they also said that this kind of area that they have the concept art is going to be one of the entrance areas to missions or to some sort of maybe even cave system, who knows. They said it's a way to get into the ship. Now they've been talking about this on the stream, which we'll go into in a couple of minutes as well, is that the ship is basically, so it's kind of hard to explain because the map is like, they said it's continuously one big map, right? But then the instances of going into the missions, you go to different parts of the ship, which is kind of cool actually. And to be honest, it makes it kind of infinite. You know, you could technically make this kind of infinite because the ship is so massive, right? And we'll talk about this in a second as well, because there's another picture for that. The ship is so massive, you could go so much with it, right? It's crazy. So they basically, it's very broad right now, but I love the concept and I love everything about it, and I love what I'm seeing right here. You know, this technology city, you know, it's just incredible. So yeah, that's what this concept art is, and it's incredible. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, tell me guys, comments down below. I would love to hear what your guys' thoughts and opinions, and I've been reading everyone from the other video, so yeah, you guys are excited. I'm very excited too, so I can't wait. Next thing we have is something I'm actually super hyped about. This is the Hoversail. Now it's gonna have the kind of same technology as the Hoverskiff, but not be so OP. Man, I have actually just started using it, the Hoverskiff, and that thing is so broken. How amazingly broken it is. It can literally do everything. But this is going to be more of a solo vehicle, and also you can also have a companion. As you can tell, let me re-hide my head real quick because you don't need to see it. You have a passenger with it. This is amazing. This thing is cool. I'm actually super excited to have this, and I think it's going to be really fun to just fly around. They said that you can gain momentum speed by doing tricks, doing flips and stuff, and you can get pretty damn fast with it because of the way that you sail around with it. And it's really cool and interesting because this looks cool. This isn't OP. I don't see it as OP. I see it as a fun utility vehicle, which I'm very excited and I cannot wait for. So yeah, this is really cool. This is very, very cool. I cannot wait to play around with this. I will definitely probably play around with this. But yeah, what do you guys think? Comments down below. I would like to hear your thoughts and opinions about this, because I know a lot of people did not like the Hoverskiff because of how super strong it is. It is a very strong vehicle, and personally I think it's just way too strong. I think it should never have been made, but it is a cool vehicle, but it's kind of ridiculous how strong it is. But comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys' thoughts and opinions about it. All right, so next what we have is something kind of crazy. So we've been asking the community, we've been asking for armor stands, right? How long have we been asking for them? For 5+ years, right? We get them finally, but not how we've asked. So this is a different armor stand that is kind of interesting. So you can set up a loadout. So for instance, if you want to go taming and you have your own taming set out, you can, I guess they say, hit it, or somehow probably E or F or whatever, equip everything that's in this to switch out your inventories and everything, and equip the armor to be for your taming, which is really cool. Not gonna lie, it's actually pretty cool. Now The one thing though that people have been asking about armor sands is because they want to display the coloration, the skins, the armor, right? And I know, yes, we have trophies, we have the taxidermies, but those freaking suck. I mean, they don't work for half the armor in the game for humans, and the human hair gets removed and everything. It's kind of just a mess. It's literally only used for dinosaurs. So I mean, but this is really cool. Now what I would have done is like wish for an actual armor sand, right? You know, to be able to display my skins, display my best armor, you know. But this is another step further of being pretty cool, and you know, I'm excited for it. But I wish we just had a basic one for display, you know. That's basically it, a display armor stand. But I like it. It looks pretty cool, and I'm super excited about it. Next we have the Stryder. This thing is, I have to say it, fucking amazing. Okay, this thing is actually really freaking dope. So for one, it has a TEK bed built in. Number two, it's got a TEK transmitter built in. It's got a TEK platform, and it has different versions of it. So there's not just one version, there's multiple different versions. It's kind of cool. So this thing will be able to harvest and do other sort of things. They didn't really go over that in the stream, but they kind of, yeah, I'll get rid of my head real quick so you guys can see that. They didn't really go over the other ways, but they kind of just went over the basic one, which is kind of the harvester. And the harvester is can harvest anything in the game, and basically just harvests it. I mean, that's basically what it is. So they did say that there will be multiple different versions of it, and it's not going to be like there was a question asked about is it going to be like the mech, right, that you could switch out the mechanics of it to be able to, you know, have it a different. And no, it's actually going to be, there's going to be different wild versions of this that you'll have to tame and stuff. They didn't say they didn't say about breeding, which I kind of think they shouldn't make it breedable. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, right? It's not going to be like a war one, right? I mean, maybe there will be, but they didn't say it's going to be breedable, but they did say that it's going to be having a fully new mechanic they've never done before to taming, and it has to do something with hacking or something like that, and that seems pretty cool and interesting. But the funny thing is, right, this really reminds me of Horizon Zero Dawn's big ass freaking long neck thing, so it's kind of like the same kind of concept, but I'm okay with that because this looks cool, and it's kind of the same concept, but it looks completely different, you know. But yeah, I'm really excited about that, and this is probably my #1 favorite creature now, because this looks incredible. So, but I want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you guys think about this? I think this is gonna be sweet. I think it's gonna be amazing, but I do think it should not be breedable, because that seems really stupid. Clonable? Yeah, make it clonable. Who cares? Make it clone. But yeah, breeding? I don't know. That's kind of weird. All right, and the last thing is the actual spaceship itself, the craft. They have two images. This is just this one, and I honestly don't know what this one's actually showing, but this one here we have this one. Now, this is really cool because they were talking about the scope and the lore and story of the ship, right? And we don't know the actual reasoning why humanity is on this beacon of ship, right? And I guess if you think about it, a little movie, a little story, Wall-E, right? Why did the people leave Earth in Wall-E? Because the Earth was uninhabitable, right? Well, in this kind of story in ARK, it's kind of the same thing. Humanity kind of basically screwed up the entire Earth by kind of the elemental growth and stuff, but you know, we did clean it, right? So it depends, like it's kind of an interesting thing, like why is this here, and like why are we on it, right? I still haven't figured out the story, how. I'm pretty sure it's two separate timelines at this point, like, well, kind of two, right? Yeah, I think it's two, because like, well, I don't know. So we go to Earth in extinction to clear the corruption. Rockwell falls from Alberation onto Earth, but then we're somehow ported. This is actually the ship that you're in right? This is the ship that you're in for the simulation of Genesis. So this ship is kind of, you can think about it, right, is like a two-part ship. One part of it is Genesis Part 1, which is the simulation, right? It's probably, let's just say like maybe the whole front half is Genesis simulation, right? The whole simulation of everyone being you know, the simulation of people playing and living in there, right? That makes sense, right? And then the whole second part is Genesis Part 2, which is like maybe this whole area, this whole second area, or maybe even this the whole middle area, right? And it's just interesting how we've gotten to this point in the story. And I guess I'm gonna have to read up on the Genesis lore again, even though I've literally read each and every one of the Chronicle things multiple times. So I'm gonna have to look at it again, but it's just interesting. But none of that, let's get back to the actual looking at it. The aesthetics of this is quite pleasing, and let's zoom in a little bit right here. These are like solar arrays, you know, they're capturing light for power and energy. Looks fantastic. These are probably like, I don't know, some satellite things. I have no idea what they look like, but they look really cool. And then we have the two rings. Now the two rings are pretty interesting. They've talked about this multiple times, right? And this is what I'm getting right now for the map. So right here you can see that there's a divider right here, right? I believe, and this is my honest opinion and feeling, is that this is the map. This is how big the main map is with this version as well. So the reasoning why there's two rings is one of them got corrupted, right? And it's going to be like that whole aberration corruption feeling, right? And then the other one's like that full green area, because we haven't seen any other areas. There's no snow, there's no sand, no lava, right? So we haven't really seen it. We've only seen 2 biomes. So what else? Well, technically 3 if you think about it, because of the TEK one, right? I mean, you can technically call that as a biome, but I have a feeling that this is kind of going to be the map. I mean, because like, let's be honest, we have consoles. If we didn't have consoles, sorry console people, we could have a whole map like this, you know, this, you know, make the game, extend the game to be great, but we can't because of consoles, right? So but anyways, we can just talk about it and think about it. We have plenty of time. We have months to, you know, think about this. But I think this will be kind of cool, interesting to see about how this ring's going to develop and actually how big this map is. They have said multiple times now that this is the biggest map they have ever made. This will be the biggest map. So this is probably pushing, you know, I mean, think about Rag. Rag's pretty big. Rag is the biggest map next to Crystal Isle. So, I mean, it gets bigger than that, so whoo, baby. But anyways, continue down the front, and we have the, you know, spaceship, blah blah blah, and yeah, the point of it, and it looks pretty cool. It looks amazing. And then we have the other concept art, which this shows the example of the 2 different rings, right? So what is this called? The Exoforce symbol. This is a symbol that we've seen in the Genesis 1, and we've seen it a couple times too. So there's some sort of meaning about this symbol, right? And this is kind of like maybe humanity's last hope of survival, right? If the ARKs didn't work, maybe this is like the secondary backup if the ARK simulate, or like the ARK's protocol didn't actually work to bring humanity back, right? So it's pretty cool and interesting. And as you can tell, like I said earlier, you can see the 2 different versions of the rings. One is super like corrupted and black and red, and the other one is green and lush and new. So it's kind of interesting to see. But yeah, exterior details. Yeah, exterior details, all right. But what are we looking at? That's what I want to know. But and the other thing, right? The other thing that I know I'm ranting a lot because there's so much I want to talk about, right? The other thing I saw, like, if you think about the trailer, right? You see this ship go to hyperspace, right? Why is it going through hyperspace, and why is there's so many whys, right? There's so many answers, so many questions that we have. There's not enough answers yet. So, but man, anyways, you can tell I'm super excited. But I will end it here, and I would like to hear your comments down below about this ship. And I think the funny thing is everyone was like asking your stream, is it breedable? Yes, it is. You trank it with darts. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The last thing for this video is indeed a tech bow. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I am super excited about this. Oh, baby. This is incredible. You know me, if you've been following the channel for years and the games I've been playing and everything, I am a bow person. I've literally used bows all the time. And the only problem is I never, you know, the compound bow is great and all, but it's not, you know, up to par with, you know, other guns and other things. But now we have a TEK bow, ladies and gentlemen, and this is beautiful. The craftsmanship on this bow looks incredible. I cannot wait to get my hands on this bad boy. I mean, look at the details. Ooh, we got little swivels. So they did say you'll be able to change to be able to, like, it's kind of like energy bows or something like that. So it's probably like element. And this is going to be like a little switch thing that you'll be able to switch and change the different arrows and stuff, which is really kind of cool. As you can tell, we have like 2 different versions that we can see right here, which is just a regular arrow, and then we have like some sort of bigger arrow, but it's pretty cool. And then it's gonna be like this little tiny thing, so when you like probably like take it out of your pocket and stuff, or from your back, I wish we could have them on our backs, but you know, take it out from your back, whatever, it kind of opens up and it becomes like this huge this bow. It's incredible. I cannot wait. They said a bunch of other things, but honestly, I'm way too tired. I'm really excited for this. So yeah, this is the TEK bow. I don't know what to say. This is crazy. I did challenge Cedric. I told Cedric that we should do a bow off, a little friendly bow off, but he didn't respond. So maybe he needs a little bit more encouragement, because he said he's a bow guy. Well, move out of the way, Cedric. I'm the bow guy. But yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. It is 3:30 in the morning. I'm gonna be going to bed now, but I would like to hear what your guys' thoughts on all of these. Personally, I mean, this is incredible. You know, I was excited for Genesis Part 1. You know, I was excited, but I'm way more excited on this one than anything, because for one, this is amazing. This is amazing. I mean, there's so much more. I personally am more excited about this expansion than the last one, to be honest. I'm very am. There's a lot of things here, and I cannot wait to dive into playing around with this stuff and showcasing it and stuff. It's incredible. But I would like to hear your guys' opinions in the comments down below. Please leave what your favorite thing is in this video, and we can have a little conversation there. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next one.